everyone, and welcome to another episode on Women Incorporated. Today, we have with us Ms. Karishma Kakoti, who is nothing short of a superstar in the interior design industry in India. She has graduated from Amity University with a gold medal in interior design and has recently been titled as the Best Emerging Interior Designer Professional of the Year. In London, Karishma was one amongst Forbes 45 under 45 and was also awarded with excellence in interior design in the year 2020 in May. Hi Karishma, welcome to Women Incorporated.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's great to have you on my show today.
Same here to see you. I mean, you're doing such a great work and a lot of inspiring women.
Right, yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing really great.
Yeah, except for the heat and humidity.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of stress of work.
I know, I understand. Well, Karishma, could you tell a little bit about your roots?
Okay. I was born in Sabsagar, the historical place. My childhood was most of staffing because my mother was in job. So I started my schooling with different schools from Kabul to Sabsagar to Jorhat, traveling all around. And I think that had really learned me to be very flexible in any environment.
Yes.
I can gel up with people very easily. That's really helping me out in my current job, in my business.
Yeah.
So that was the whole journey. Then I ended up in Maharshi in Guwahati. Did my graduation from the LT. After I passed out with a gold medal, I got a scope to work in, with one of the fine architect from India called Bobby Mukherjee. After that, I thought of doing something related to sustainability. So I adopted a paper on green design. I went to Germany, came back in 2017, back to Bangalore, and then I started PA design.
Okay.
There in 2018. And along with that, I came to Guwahati just for a few of my break, I would say. But somehow destiny brings you with different dreams, and I met, a few clients who really liked my work, and then somehow K design got started during Guwahati, and now we're almost like 7 years.
That's fantastic.
You're based in Jharkhand.
Yeah. Okay, that's very nice. Well, Karishma, what who actually inspired and motivated you to get into the interior design industry?
To be very honest, the emotional part was my parents. Something I have none. I only able to tell you a specific name because at a point of time in 2008, there was very few people in the industry, and I as a person, I just knew there is a architecture job, and I used to go to the cafes where you have to pay $20 and I enjoyed and taken out for that. So I used to search a lot, and I knew that I'll be going somewhere related to creativity because I know myself. I'm a painter. I love playing with colors. I'm a very creative person. So I thought, I have to go take my passion into the profession. I cannot rely on just a job.
Right.
So my mom dad were quite supportive of taking the architecture as a subject. But somehow, again, destiny. One night, just a friend of mine called and like, okay, are you going for architecture? Why don't you try design? I mean, what is that? And then searching interior design, I'm like, wow, I saw Gauri Khan. Zen Khan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. So this was something that I always looked over out here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I understood, okay, this is something that relates to a house, and then somehow I could also relate myself because when I was a kid, I used to decorate the house in terms of cushioning or, any other way around.
Yeah.
I have to design a carpentry stuff like a furniture. My mom used to like, how are you? And I used to sketch. So I have those profiles with me.
Yeah.
Which now then I thought it, okay, these are the detailed one that we So it was like inborn. I was like, wow, that's why I should really work on. And then, I got readmission in Amity and life got changed.
Right. You followed your passion. I mean, yes, that's very nice. That's very nice, actually. Karishma, you are the CEO, founder of Ski Report Companies, right? Could you tell my audience all the different business verticals that come under the Key?
All right. My main vertical is as an interior designer is K design, which deals up with all the projects combining residential, commercial, industrial. And interior design is not only specific to residences; it is all over.
Yeah.
It can be bar, clubs, pub, cafes, hotels, offices, any other way around. And I practiced that for quite a good 5 years, and then I thought, what would I do with my knowledges that I have gained all here? Traveling around the world, or I have learned from Germany, or I would say in my college.
Yeah.
Let me, throw that to the kids who are upcoming, because design culture in Guwahati is very less here. I have hardly seen kids opting for interior design or thinking about it, in a way.
Yeah.
So, K School of Design got evolved during the COVID period. So I thought, why didn't I share this?
Yeah.
I came quite a few online and I saw the crowd showing up with so much of love and interest that K School of Design got formed, and now we're running with the 12th batch. Okay, so we're here in January.
Footfall was pretty high.
Very high.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And trust me, it is not only oriented to the students. It is also, I could see people who are housewives, or maybe who have always wanted to be,
Yes.
people who want to contract job, maybe somebody who's looking forward. So there are a mixture of students who is in the school. It is not just the students.
So even they must be wanting to follow it as a passion. Maybe they grew up with such a passion and a kid, and now getting an opportunity with it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I feel so happy. When a housewife came in, I was like, why didn't you learn this? And she like, my mom didn't ever accept this as a profession. So now I want to do something which is making me an entrepreneur, because that's a freelancing job that she can do as well.
Right.
So it makes me very happy. And then that's how the school formation came in.
Right.
Thirdly, we have bespoke. Now, bespoke is a word because as a person, I am very inclined towards furniture designing.
Okay.
Because interior design is a lot of subjects.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the products were something which I have always sketched when I used to travel. So I have this one book, I have a lot of designs at that case. So finally I thought, what am I doing to showcase Northeast as a design element internationally? Because I travel a lot and I have a lot of friends there. So that's how one day during the award in London, I was wearing the Mekla chadar.
Okay.
Some of a friend told me there, like, this is a very nice spring.
Right.
Can you make this a cushion for me? And that's how I felt like cushion or curtains are something very simple that we done.
Yeah.
What is extra I can do for it? And that's how Nispo came down with products, especially high chairs or furniture. The one that we're sitting right now, that's a Naga chair.
Okay.
So we have elements from all over the north, right? Like Assamese, Karbi, Naga. There are so many, and the motifs are basically we study. And then the implementation with the product design is all aligned together.
Okay.
So that is bespoke is something very luxury niche product.
Right.
We do not cater to just anyone, but we want people to respect that.
Yes.
Maybe, and then we can go forward.
Good.
So now right now we are planning for the export because there's so much of love inside from people from Dubai or I would say US.
Yeah.
So that's one of startup upcoming. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So recently we launched the Kaziranga edition because those prints also shows us the depth, the ethnic, elements.
Right.
So we have one awesome musical theme chairs where we have our cool tal and all that.
Right.
One is the Kaziranga edition with the gore and viewers and everything. One is coming out with a bridal collection. So we have created themes.
Right.
And the colors can be customized. So the clothes that we use are AV, Nuga, okay, and also there are a lot of other in align process. So this is one very interesting job. And mostly, a lot of women are interrelated. And I'm quite a feminist, so I feel like women empowered business.
Yeah. Karishma, you just mentioned about, the Kaziranga edition. Yeah. Have you officially launched it, or is it something in the pipeline?
No, we have launched it in the anniversary of our key design.
Okay.
That was on 18th June. Rani Shamkanoda has launched that.
Okay. Quite still in it.
Yes, quite crazy. Yeah. So that chair shows up the whole aesthetic of Kaziranga.
Okay.
And after that, we saw a lot of people coming out and asking for it, like, if we can make this. So yeah, it's just that we are now not in a position to create something with the budgets because we're still on the loop of giving the brand it's a good quality product. We don't want to compromise to, I'm going to put you in 20,000. Because a chair would cost you a minimum of 80 to 90,000.
Okay.
That's how, we're going forward. And I'm trying to put that in every household so that our, the tradition,
the rich cultural tradition, the culture visible in every household. Very nice, very inspiring. Karishma, how easy or difficult has been, for you to set up an interior design business with an artist?
I would say 50-50% for myself because when I started with the business out here, I'm not an envious person, or maybe I have, to my knowledge, from my experience I have tried doing that. But what I feel is this is a bit quite male-dominating job because we see a lot of men involved, carpenters or laborers or vendors, or in case when it comes to any male architects or designers. I see quite a few women. Now maybe things have popped out. So late back then, I have seen people a bit skeptical.
Yeah.
On a purpose, and I also heard people asking me questions. Are you married? I'm like, hey, how does it even serve that?
I know.
No, if you're married, maybe you will be able to give us time for the site. Oh, I'm like, wow. That was one of a question that really irritated me. And also, few men have always tell women are weak. Maybe that has also been with my experience, right?
Right.
But I have never been so. I mean, I wouldn't say I actually am quite a damn care person. So
Yeah.
no, it's fine.
Right.
So yes, when I have come down to the profession, there were a lot of men, a lot of people who have a lot of judgments towards men because it's not just I'm setting up a luxury office and I'm sitting there. I have to visit site. I have to take care of material. I have to be there drained out fully. I don't find a fit job. Yes, hard work, and which maybe a lot of people think it's not a women job.
Yeah.
So it was those judgment that I heard, and other way around. While setting up, you also have people wants to compete.
Correct.
Maybe, but I feel like healthy competition should be quite blunt, not negative competitions.
Yeah.
So yes, and people have come down to pull me down. Yeah, maybe work, but the USP or the brain I'm having with the designs that nobody can have it, right?
Yeah.
That I know I'm having something within me. So and I've been always confident enough. So
Right.
things went on, and even now we still feel the phase the same like the women. But that's okay. I feel
Yeah.
life goes on.
Yes, yes. And I'm sure, with the uniqueness, that cannot, actually beat anyone.
Yeah, you know that you have that.
Yeah.
So you don't have it care.
Cannot be, snatched or stolen by anyone. But yeah, absolutely. Karishma, I just was going through, your awards. I think you were recently awarded the most innovative interior design consultancy firm, which was presented by Bollywood actor Sunil Shetty, and also the Young Female Entrepreneur of Northeast in interior design, which was again presented by another Bollywood actress, Sohani.
Yeah.
How was the experience like?
The experience was really fantastic. I was quite young at that point of time when I got that in 2019 or 20. That really boosted me up first thing because I was the only Assamese or like an artist person there, and with all the other designers, and I was very proud and wow, I came from that.
Sure, you was the honored.
I was, yes. I really cried at the vaccine when it came down at it. Wow, I got it. Yeah, that was an experience I had. And after that, this awards are not just for the fame. It always boosts you. Yes, that's how I take it very positive. Even when I go back, I see those things. It motivates me. No, you're right. Now maybe my scaling of getting an award internationally is on a different scale.
Correct.
Because I got that. So definitely always push me up. Far, far.
I have motivation. Yes, so
That's quite necessary. And also the connection building. Because now this profession calls for person who's very social, as I mentioned before. So when I met them, when I got those rewards and I have, got connected to them. So at least now, any day when I know I have this creative in my head, like let's say we spoke,
Yeah.
I can also mail them directly and show them out because I have got a link. So I think those interconnections are very important.
Yes. And they're helping at the connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after those awards, when I got into London and Spain, that was again a different accomplishment and again a different boost up, With that, slowly when I, as you mentioned about the verticals of K group, so these three verticals are the one we recently also launched K Couture. So that couture thing came because I usually try to dress up very good because I'm a person like that.
Yeah.
So then that's how in Spain, the dress I wore in a airy gown design was somewhere asked by one of a person if you can make it for me.
Yeah.
But I was just in the head.
Yeah.
Recently during the anniversary of 18th June, I wore if you have seen that corsets of a dress in Muga.
Yeah.
And that was quite rich and very nice. And I'm like, wow, I could design something. And it was a self-design thing. It was a self-design thing. So, and then after that, there are other women's entrepreneurs who would not always prefer to wear mekhla chador.
Right.
Mighty look forward to wear something which is very fast and quirky.
Yeah.
And that's how we started getting orders. And now I'm like, wow, let me launch that. So, there's things or maybe meeting new connection really helps you to also expand your brain and also
This is a relationship manager.
yes,
Because what your industry needs that.
yes, of course,
Everything is built on
relationship,
yes. And Karishma, you were also featured in some of the magazines like Femina and Lush, and Business Outlook, The Week. How does it feel, to be featured that way?
I think it's the same feeling as I mentioned, right? It's a memory that will be there. I always think I'll show it to my grandchildren.
Okay, long-term plan.
And just a few experience, I have seen such great, because my own grandmom, she used to design jewelries.
Right.
So now as a person, when I see those things, I see those features go on like that.
Yes.
So it feels relatable that wow, she was a creative person. So I want my generation to also be like, wow, she was one of a creative person. So yeah, these are something again that at times when I'm quite low, because it happens, we are in a business of
Right.
meeting so many people, or mental health is also something that we really need to focus on here. So maybe at times when I'm totally drown and I'm like, wow, I'm so tired. So maybe, you go through those times and like, wow, you read those articles, you feel again boosted up yourself. So yes, though, and again, it helps me to also build up a lot of relation outside here as well, or maybe outside the SAM, because this business magazines are quite a boom.
Yeah.
And I feel when you have something, please show it to the world.
Yeah.
That's what I say to other entrepreneurs as well.
Well, Karishma, I'm not very sure if it's right for me to say this.
Yes.
KA Group, yes, are across different kinds of verticals, like you just mentioned. Are they across different platforms as well, like you have mentioned, right? You have that hotels, and
Yes.
not just people's residence. What other things are in?
So in interior design, of course, we are dealing up with all the verticals, right? Like even hospitals, or it can be hotels and anywhere.
Hospitals as well?
Yes. Okay. So it's just not the residence.
Okay.
And vertically, if you ask me, I mean, we are like one-stop solution basically. So we do not cater furniture from outside. We make it in-house, because just buying a furniture from somewhere else will not make a design.
Right.
What are my USP and my signature style? Correct. So here it's a vast subject. So starting from flooring, electrical, ceiling design, furnitures, curtains, accessories, what I would say, accessories, everything, end to it, everything has to be all aligned together. So we never take up jobs that is just half done. Maybe it is, somebody coming to me, no, we just want the furnitures, we do not do that.
Okay.
Because the signature of me has to be there at the place.
Right.
It has to be one stop, solution. So we are dealing with something which is in all intake. And as I mentioned, the other verticals like, King Bespoke is really now, getting in. Yes. Yeah. So we try to, customize things, design it, and our workmanship happens in-house, and that we cater. And I am someone who doesn't like to repeat designs.
Okay.
And secondly, I do not like to even purchase it from somewhere else, when it comes to furnitures or fabrics and stuff. I need to have my own style. Yeah, that's how we take care.
That's how Karishma's design imprinted every year. Karishma also, it's through my research again, I learned that you're quite sensitive towards, more LGBT community, and you have done some notable contributions. So would you like to elaborate in this series to my audience about it?
Yes. So the story began when so Shadaya, her name is Shilu. She is my PE.
Hey.
So I met her in one of an interview. She just came in through a reference friend, called Palash and Arya. And when she came in, I never made faces, or like never thought like why.
Yeah.
That was never my question. So she is here with the other candidates. I met her. I spoke to her. She was very nice, very well groomed. Not maybe with experience of work, but the way she was carrying herself there. And that I had a question. I asked her, sorry, I have always understood what is, trans women, but can you explain me a bit more? Because I always love to learn new things.
Right.
That's how she told me about the whole meanings of LGBTQIA and more. Oh my God, it is very interesting.
Yeah.
And then I offered her the job.
Okay.
So after that, she has been now with us for another 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
And her contribution to the company is also really great. I had groomed up someone that has been always one of my thing. I mean, it's not just she, as I mentioned you.
Yeah.
He bespoke or couture has women empowered.
Right.
So I feel it's not me who I'm
right.
It's along with the community. My key design has 14 people. That's it. Almost just 2 are men. Other all are women. Yeah. So I feel like, if they're making a contribution, why not? So she being a trans woman, she has also contributed back to the company.
Yeah.
And I think things are quite well fine. I'm training her now for the school purpose, so that tomorrow if she can learn design, she can be a part as a faculty. I'm just saying, or maybe in a couture or maybe in bespoke, she can help out. So she's on the grooming process right now.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. And what is this Kasada Foundation all about?
Kasaga Foundation is just a foundation segment that we have opened recently. Because as I mentioned, it is not me who want to grow.
Right.
I also want to contribute to the society.
Right.
Maybe I am not in a age, I'm just 31.
Yeah.
Maybe till the time I grow old, I would have a lot of things to contribute.
Yes.
On the process of my journey,
Right.
however I can, I'm trying to contribute it. It can be the caste community.
Right.
It can be just helping someone. I have adopted two kids looking for whom I'm paying for the study.
Wow.
And just a part of it, because the money which I'm spending on partying or traveling, it's okay. It's just a small money I'm trying to do it.
A noble cause.
Noble cause. I mean, those things really keeps me grounded, I feel. That's how I had been learning in UK. Life is just once, and when you are doing something for yourself, name, fame, everything is on. But the internet happiness, that's something really when you give it out to the society. Yes. So the foundation caters to such communities, which we just started with.
Okay, that's very nice. Very good. Karishma, any advice for the youngsters out there who wants to pursue a career in interior design?
I would say not to really pull back themselves and just come out, because people have perspective of interior design as just painting a wall is an interior design, but it's not. It's one of the most creative subject that you can opt for and be a professional, which should be out of the box yet. Because I would say not even Guwahati, design culture is booming, especially ASAC is booming in terms of design now.
Right.
So it's a right time for people to come out and start making notes in the diaries, because, our subconscious brain have a lot of things that we do not know.
No.
I would have not known if, how would I have been a person who loves designing products, let's say. So, there's something which, people should start jotting down and try to see of what you're good with. Because if you are not a person who would love to be into totally of interior design, but at least you can be a color consultant, you can be a furniture designer, you can be a lighting designer, because this profession demands good amount of money and salary in Dubai and other countries. So, I can surely help down for such as well if in case required. I'm doing that for our case school. So, the people who are actually looking forward seriously under the German, if there is any help that they want, I'm always there over Instagram and Facebook. But meanwhile, I think please don't stop yourself in judging of what would be the salary, because money is something and energy. We just come to you. So but not think over, how much am I getting the salary?
Right.
That has been a concern state, right? But follow your dreams and it will really lead you to somewhere else. I started with an 8,000 salary.
Right.
Trust me. But at that point of time, it was my passion, not my salary.
Right.
And now you see, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing. So that's the reason I always say the same thing to the people.
Right.
Focus on the dreams and come out of it.
Yeah.
Be yourself, bold, a boss, and surely be an entrepreneur and follow your dreams.
Karishma. So lastly, what are your thoughts on women empowerment?
As I mentioned, I'm quite feminist.
Right.
I love to be with women. In terms, I say happy when the women especially women who are working with me.
Right.
I love them to adopt few good things from me.
Right.
I mean, and when I see them, they're actually performing it, it really helps me. Wow, I made a difference.
Right.
That's how my mom has actually taught me, because my mom was a working woman, And then the few of this thing, how I got really, touched for women empowerment was also for,
Right.
So I think as a child, I had the foundation program, the Chasaga Foundation, was also one of those things which I've personally felt I would be doing only things for women.
Okay.
That foundation is not only just for a noble cause, but especially for women.
Yeah.
So that's how, through my business, I'm trying to work on women. Right? Design into women designers, maybe couture and bespoke, having those weavers who are women who are left out with no jobs, right? Empowering them, and also making a difference in the mindset,
Right.
Making them bold enough to be not really scared of the society.
Yeah.
And also for the design school, I'm trying to focus more on the women's only, because I feel personally, I think we had been taught up maybe in a way where women have been always at the back.
Yeah.
They do not feel to come out. However, we have grown up, how independent we are. But still, if you see the point that a woman gets in is a very different thing. I mean, men are always on the upper hand. That's what I've seen.
Right.
No matter what, So I feel if I can make a difference towards the women, I could be something in the age as I become 80 and I feel, wow, I know about these people, these women, and they're like doing me. Yeah. So yes, this is something I'm kidding.
Absolutely. So women out there, I'm sure you will agree with Karishma on this, that you need to come out of your nut chairs and just follow your dreams. I'm sure, nobody can stop you, and you can just walk with heads held high. Well, Karishma, thank you so much for taking time off to be on my show today in spite of a busy schedule. Wish you and your family the very best in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Signing off. Until next time, peeps. Toodles.